If you're a man over 60 and you're dealing with an enlarged prostate, here are 3 daily secrets that are slowly wrecking your prostate health after 60. And I'm gonna show you how to stop it. Now, if you're a guy who feels fine most days, but then out of nowhere, you wake up in the middle of the night to pee more than once, you might think, well, that's just part of getting older. Or maybe you get the sensation your bladder never completely empties. You might think, hey, that's just what it's like to be my age. Or maybe you have to stand there and wait for the stream of urine to start. You could convince yourself, that's just what happens to guys past 60. Well, none of those things are true. In fact, medical research now shows these common symptoms in men over 60 are signs the prostate needs attention. And surprisingly, the root cause is often daily habits, rather than age itself. Now, I know this might sound surprising. You might even be thinking, I've heard it all before, right? But I'm going to share the latest findings from studies published by the Cleveland Clinic, Harvard University, and Johns Hopkins Medicine. So keep watching. The first habit that wrecks your prostate after 60 is holding your urine too long. If you're in the habit of holding your urine when you should go, you could be putting extra strain on your prostate every single day. Now, we all do this occasionally. Maybe you avoid public restrooms, or delay going during errands or activities, or simply wait until it's convenient instead of responding to the urge. When you hold urine longer than your body's comfort level, the bladder expands upward and downward when it gets too full. And guess what? It puts downward pressure directly on the prostate. Now, sometimes this is only a mild annoyance, but when it happens repeatedly over weeks, months, and years, medical research shows it can cause prostate irritation and thickening of the prostate tissue. Next, it develops into swelling and inflammation. And when the passageway, also called the bladder outlet, gets too narrow due to the enlargement, the bladder muscle has to work harder to push urine through the tight channel. Over the long term, this extra effort can weaken bladder function. That's why holding urine for too long can lead to those frustrating bathroom trips in the middle of the night. Here's a simple analogy to illustrate this problem. Think of your bladder like a balloon that's meant to hold a certain amount of air. When you hold too much air in it, like forcing it to expand beyond its capacity, the balloon will feel tense and uncomfortable. Similarly, when you hold your pee for extended periods, the prostate experiences pressure and tension, which can cause discomfort and contribute to enlargement over time. However, unlike a balloon that can return to its original shape when released, the bladder and prostate don't adapt well to prolonged pressure and stretching. Instead, it can affect the structure, tone, and function permanently. So, the solution is quite straightforward. Listen to your bladder signals and go when you feel the need to go, not when it's urgent or uncomfortable. Responding promptly relieves pressure on the entire urinary system. Even small changes like this can make a world of difference for your prostate health. The second habit that can wreck your prostate after 60 is ignoring constipation. If you're a guy over 60 who struggles with occasional or chronic constipation, you might not realize the impact it's having on your prostate. Modern lifestyles often lead to compacted stool inside your colon that puts constant pressure against the prostate. Now, let me tell you what's happening inside your body. First, the modern diet is typically high in refined carbohydrates, low in fiber, and filled with processed foods, cheese and red meat. Plus, many people don't drink enough water. All of this leads to slow transit time of food through the intestines and ultimately hard, dry stool in the colon. This compacted stool acts like a brick sitting against a sponge, creating constant pressure against the prostate. Over time, this pressure can limit circulation to the prostate, irritate nerves in the area, and trigger low-grade inflammation that spreads to surrounding structures, including the prostate. Medical research suggests that chronic constipation is a major contributor to benign prostatic hyperplasia, also known as an enlarged prostate. But it does not stop there. Constipation also affects internal chemistry and throws off the balance of bacteria in your gut. This disruption creates a system-wide inflammation and affects the immune system. In the long run, this environment is not friendly for prostate health. What's more, constipation creates a vicious cycle. When you're constipated, the hard stool in your rectum puts pressure on the prostate. This pressure triggers inflammation and swelling in the prostate, which makes it harder for urine to pass through, worsening the swelling and leading to worse urinary symptoms. The solution is simple. Increase your fiber intake through cooked vegetables, fruits like prunes and pears, whole grains like oats, and chia seeds or ground flax seeds. Fiber adds bulk to your stool and helps it travel smoothly through your digestive system. By doing so, you'll experience softer stools and improved transit time, which in turn reduces internal pressure on the prostate. When your bowels move freely, your prostate can relax and function better. The third habit that can wreak havoc on your prostate after 60 is prolonged sitting without movement. In our retirement years, it's easy to fall into the habit of spending hours sitting in one place without realizing the impact it can have on your prostate. If you find yourself glued to the TV for hours sitting at your desk for extended periods, scrolling on your phone, in a chair, or engrossed in a book for a long time without breaks, understand that what feels restful can become stagnant internally. The pelvic area is designed with a network of muscles, ligaments, and organs that need continuous subtle motion. It's built for circulation and optimal blood flow. Sitting for too long slows down circulation and oxygen flow to the prostate and weakens lymph drainage, reducing the removal of toxins and inflammatory waste. These byproducts can collect in the prostate area and over time lead to inflammation, swelling, and irritation. This means that while the problems may not appear immediately, prolonged sitting can silently contribute to prostate growth and pelvic tension. Many guys over 60 deal with the consequences of this habit without realizing it's the culprit. Sitting for long periods can restrict blood flow, reduce oxygen supply, and disrupt the balance of fluids in the prostate area. Over time, this can lead to chronic low-level inflammation, contributing to prostate swelling and irritation. Additionally, reduced blood flow may deprive the prostate of essential nutrients, affecting its overall health and potentially leading to enlargement. The solution is simple. Incorporate what I call movement snacks every 30 to 40 minutes. Just stand up, walk across the room, take deep breaths, while gently swinging your legs, or stretch your lower back. Think of your prostate as a sponge. Without movement, it stiffens and collects waste. But with regular movement, it stays soft, fresh, and nourished. You see, these three habits are dangerous because they're subtle and gradual, making them hard to spot, especially since they become more common in our daily lives as we age. They seem harmless at first, but over time they can wreak havoc on your prostate and urinary health. However, here's the encouraging part. All three habits can be changed gently and gradually, even if you've been doing them for years. You don't have to overhaul your entire life to see a big difference. Medical research shows that men in their 60s, 70s, and 80s can significantly improve their symptoms by adopting better habits. Imagine waking up fewer times at night, feeling stronger urine flow, and generally feeling more at ease in your body. Remember, you are not alone, and you're not powerless. Your prostate doesn't have to rule your life. Small behavioral changes can create powerful improvements. Remember, health is in your hands, and the best is yet to come. Knowledge and awareness are the first steps to change. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more valuable health insights. Also, feel free to share any questions, thoughts, or experiences you have. Stay healthy and take care.